Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nini and today we'll be doing a sketchbook session. So I haven't posted in the past week because I've been working on my Spooktober prompts, which I'll be posting week 2 probably tomorrow. If you want to see it, please consider checking out my Instagram account. But today we're just going to be drawing something Halloween related, like, you know, spooky season. So yeah, if you think that you will like the video and the content that I have, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. I'm already at 10 subscribers and it's really exciting. It makes me want to do more. So without further ado, let's get started. Hello again everyone, this is Future Nini, and I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who subscribed to me already. It's not my goal to gain subscribers, this channel is more of a time capsule of sorts to see how much I've improved since I first started. And I think that with this video, I can definitely say that I've improved a lot. I also wanted to say sorry for not posting for a while. School and my job got a bit in the way, plus I was doing the Monster Mash Spooktober challenge, so yeah, I've been writing a whole bunch of essays for study abroad scholarships, which I hope to do next year, and I've also just been taking care of myself. I've been going on walks, and I haven't been eating out quite as much, and yeah, I've been taking care of my mental health and exercising a bit more, and we love someone who's trying to take care of themselves, so. Speaking of the Monster Mash, I think that I've really improved with my digital art with this Monster Mash prompt list. I've only started really doing digital art last year, I believe. I think it's been a year since I started doing digital art, and it's definitely an improvement from the last time I did it, my October challenge list. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. There have been a few people on Instagram who've actually joined me in this challenge. You should definitely go follow them. They have already tagged me in their posts, and if you haven't already, or if you would like to, you can join the challenge as well. It's a weekly challenge instead of a daily challenge, and if you do join the challenge, please use the hashtag MongolTober22 and tag me in it so that I can see it. And I look forward to all of your submissions. Yeah, it's the spooky season. Very excited about that. It's been getting a lot colder, and I've been drinking a lot of tea and coffee. And I've been drawing in my sketchbook while at these coffee shops. I've been doing a lot of spooky sketches. I think that there is a bit of a sneak peek earlier on in the video, and also from the short that I posted a few days ago, 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I posted them 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I've been sketching a lot in my sketchbook for this month, and I've mainly been focusing on this Headless Horseman design. I was getting really inspired, I guess, and I think that I'm going to use this design for the Headless Horseman and his vampire boyfriend prompt that I have in my prompt list. I'm still not sure, but I think his design turned out really good in this illustration. So, I guess I should talk about the actual video. I started off sketching with these Prismacolor Premier Color Race pencils, and I kind of like them. I usually color with I usually sketch with just the regular Prismacolor pencils, but This one is a bit lighter, and it also has an eraser on it, so that if you do make mistakes, it's easier to pick up than with a regular colored pencil. And it's sharper. It's not quite as soft as the regular Prismacolor pencils. Yeah, I enjoyed using it. I got it off of Amazon. I don't remember how much it is. Yeah. And for the markers I'm using, I decided to use my Ohayo 100 count alcohol markers, and they work pretty well. It's been a while since I've used markers to color my illustrations. I have a whole bunch of little illustrations that I did. I think I showed them in my last sketchbook tour. I don't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of fun layering all of these colors on top of each other. I started off with like this pastel red color. I don't remember the exact name for the color. I might post a picture of all the swatches that I did for this video. But yeah, I decided to use the Ohayo markers with the Ohayo sketchbook, and it did kind of bleed through, but it didn't bleed through to the other page. And the sketchbook itself also comes with the little plastic sheet that goes behind each page so it doesn't bleed through to another page. And the markers themselves also came with that, which I think is really handy because I used both sides I used the whole spread for this illustration. Yeah. This is definitely one of my more detailed sketchbook illustrations, especially with marker and colored pencil. I think that the last time I recorded a video with marker, it didn't really turn out well, but this one definitely, I gave it that yeah, I really liked using the Ohayo colored, or not the colored pencils, Ohayo alcohol markers, because it kind of served as a base layer for the colored pencils that I use later on. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Has anybody else had to deal with stink bugs for the past few weeks? Like, they've been sneaking into places they shouldn't be. Like my room. Please go away. Why are you here? Oh my gosh. I keep having to kill them, and I feel bad, but like, please don't come into my personal space. It's my personal space for a reason. Oh my goodness, those hands. I'm sorry for like repeating myself every time I draw hands, but like, oh my gosh. They look so good right now. Like, whenever I draw hands digitally, I have to keep doing it over and over again. I can't believe I just pulled it off with markers. Also, I'm very sorry for all the sniffling. Like I said, the fall weather is like destroying my nose right now. And I love fall, but fall does not love me. I've been watching a lot of animated Halloween movies recently. Of course, I watched The Corpse Bride and Coraline and The Nightmare Before Christmas, but I would really like to have some recommendations for more Halloween movies. I think I'm gonna try to watch Hocus Pocus. I think there were like mixed reviews about Hocus Pocus 2. I'm not sure, but I think I'm gonna like binge watch the Leica movies, which I think they said that they were putting them in theaters. I think I'm gonna try and see if I can go see one in theaters, but I think that would be really cool, because I don't think I've ever seen any of them in theaters before. I've seen Paranorman before. I don't remember much of what happens in the movies, and I don't think I saw Box Trolls. I'm not sure. don't even know where I got the inspiration for this man's outfit. I think that in my personal headcanon, he took inspiration from his vampire boyfriend, and yeah, he basically stole his cape and his top. And yeah, it took a lot of layering with the markers to get it to a point that I liked, and I especially like this part. It really showcased where the light was coming from, and yeah, it's so vibrant in real life compared to in this video. I think that this whole illustration took about 3 hours to do, and it was split in between 2 days because I got really tired after doing the markers on the first night. But I had a lot of fun. It was definitely different than what I normally do, especially since the themes of my illustrations aren't so dark, which is what I love about doing these Halloween challenges. It's something that I don't do in my daily sketches. It's dark, and well, it doesn't have to be dark, but it's darker than what I would normally do. It follows different themes, and it allows me to make new stories, new short stories for a month, and it's great. And it really boosts my imagination and my drive to make art. Like, just for I think past 2 weeks, I already have, 1, 2, 3, 4.5 spreads done in my sketchbook. Just from the past two weeks, I think it's 2 weeks. And then I also have just a whole bunch of sketches in my digital portfolio as well. And it's been great. And I've been updating my website with all of the progress that I've made. And it's so exciting. It's I never thought I would have made it this far last year. And it's so great. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so glad that I did this. Oh, this part. Oh my goodness. I thought I messed up this part of the illustration when I added gray to his pumpkin face. But I think it actually helped it a lot with the mood and the lighting. It kind of made him more menacing towards the end of the process. Yeah, sometimes mistakes aren't mistakes, and they actually help with your illustration instead of harming it. This part, I just drew random trees, and I don't know, I love weirdly shaped trees. I should probably add it to my bio. I like weirdly shaped trees. But yeah, I just did random shapes, and I didn't have any like inspiration or reference photo. I just went at it, which is kind of dangerous, but I think it worked with this. But yeah, I didn't use black. I used a really dark gray so that I could layer some yellow on top of it to add more lighting and more mood to the overall illustration. And I think it turned out really, really well, really good, really, really well. Like, I definitely could have overdone it if I added more trees to the background, but I think that this actually helped a lot. And it's not just, it's not just him standing in a random space. He's exactly where he should be. It was really at this point that I realized that his cape doesn't quite make sense with the way that it's shaped. Like, towards the right side of his cape, it's like going up and down, but the holes don't show the back of the cape. Or maybe I could have like taken some of the bottom of the cape and lifted it up a bit to expose the air behind it, if that makes sense. I don't know. It doesn't quite look right, but it also looks very right. I hope that makes sense. But now I'm just adding some yellow from the moon onto all of the objects, and I didn't realize how well it would look on the trees, like layering the yellow color on top of the dark gray, and it looks really good. Because of the gray color that I talked about earlier, the actual facial features of the Headless Horseman wasn't really coming through, so I tried to outline it with Ohayo markers and tried to increase the contrast in his face with markers, but it didn't quite work, so I had to go back over it with my colored pencils to actually enhance the details of his features. I think that in my personal headcanon that this Headless Horseman would be really tall compared to his vampire boyfriend, and I think that's just really cute, and I feel like he would tease his boyfriend all the time about it. He has a really confident and kind of arrogant aura to him, especially in the other sketches that I did, and he also has a companion horse because he is a horseman. It's a skeleton horse because I've been playing a lot of Minecraft, and why not? Yeah, he's a really cool character in my opinion. He's probably not well fleshed out, but you know, he's cool in my eyes. Okay, now it's the second day, and I gave a little glimpse of the little paper that I have, and yeah, I was just going over it with my Prismacolor pencils, and it really helped with this illustration, especially, like as I said before, with the details of his face and just helping to increase the contrast in the illustration as a whole. It was at this point that I was like once again kind of iffy about the illustration because I wasn't sure if his pose quite makes sense because he's supposed to look like he's leaning forward and kind of threatening or taunting one of his victims, but I'm not sure if that quite came through. Let me know if it looks that way in the comments. You don't have to, but it would be cool to get some feedback. I really love using this like burgundy or maroon color. It really helped with the cape. It really brought the cape all together, especially with the black that I used as well. Yeah, I basically just used a lot of warm colors with these color pencils, besides the purple that I used to help with his actual face. Yeah. I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I'm so proud of myself for these hands. Like, in my original sketch for this character, I did one hand behind his back so that I could avoid drawing his other hand. But I'm so proud of myself for taking on the challenge to actually draw both hands. And I think they turned out pretty well. I mean, they're kind of a little bit janky, but you know, they look better than my previous attempts at hands. So I'll give myself that. And I will be proud of that. I just wanted to ask you guys, what is your favorite medium to draw with or to do sketches with? I've noticed that I am a lot quicker and more efficient with pens, based off of all of my Halloween sketches in my sketchbook from the past 2 weeks. Yeah, tell me what you guys like to sketch with. It's a lot of fun seeing other people's preferences and the way that they draw in their sketchbooks. So my goal with the Monster Mash prompts, I have been recording the process for them. However, I recorded for the first week, and the recording program that I used actually had a watermark over it, and I didn't realize until I was actually done with the process. So I'll have to figure out how to do that. I probably had to pay for the actual program, which I don't want to do. I actually like the program that I used before for my 3D speed paints that I did 2 months ago. But yeah, for this week, or for week 2, I actually recorded it in person. I recorded it with the camera, with my camera, instead of actually screen recording it. The quality is pretty okay. I've seen other YouTubers do that, but I don't know how much I like it. So I'll probably be putting them all together into one big compilation so that you can see the whole process instead of posting each video that I made. Yeah, and I'll be making commentary over it, each segment of the video. I'll probably be posting it either Halloween night or the day before. Probably the day after, actually. So that I can see all the progress from Monster Mash. I do feel that I went a bit too dark on his shirt, especially with this, because I used a black colored pencil. I don't really have a gray one, so I just used a black one and went back over it with a white colored pencil. But other than that, I feel like the colored pencil, the colored pencil process really helped to bring this whole illustration together and gave it this really smooth finish. I'm just adding a nice gradient to the sky to showcase that the light is radiating off the moon, and I believe that's it. Now I'm just adding a few touch-ups and that'll be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please consider subscribing, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!